Hello everybody, welcome back to Let's Play Ep.5 Kaiserreich as Brazil. Let us continue on from where we last left off. So we are still at war with these guys over here in India. We're not going to send troops over there. Like, I really don't think it's important for us to do so. So I've been thinking about this series a little bit since the last episode I recorded. I'm not too sure what our actual endpoint is going to necessarily be. Of course, we're going to help out the Entente deal with the French and the British. No question about that. Germany's got a war on Lithuania. That's okay. I got Romania's also war. You know, there's a big war going on down there in Europe. That's a-okay. So revolt in the Reichspakt. Do they join an alliance together? Because I know you left the faction as well, but apparently not. And that's fine. So you guys are going to deal with that. We're going to somehow try to invade, like, Argentina at some point, but they have, like, at least twice as many men as we do, and our supplies are kind of bad. You know, we could be in a better situation than we currently are. We have a handful of artillery, a handful of interwar bombers. That's okay. Abyssinia's declaring war on Somalia. But they're not part of the Cairo Pact, so that's not going to really interfere with the war in the Ottoman Empire too much, I would imagine. But Austria is going to be quite strong. Because Austria will probably deal with, like, annex Romania and also annex most of Greece. I think they should get Serbia, because Bulgaria, I don't think, has really contributed too much to their war effort here. But, of course, we shall see. Burma's capitulated. Of course, we can always be in a situation where we just, like, don't attack Argentina. But through their focus tree, they can attack us. So I would prefer to be the one to push into them first. I mean, they can't attack them yet. Not GOU keeps us in check. Oh, wait, can they not attack me because I actually supported them? I think, actually, that might be the case. Because I supported the Argentinians, they might not actually be able to declare war on me. If that's the case, then that's actually good for us. Because I was just really worried that, GOU keeps us in check. But what is the GOU? Am I just... I don't remember. Like, we had a focus before about doing something with Argentina, but we did support them. Yes, we got all these things done. After that, we were going to go for these oil, rubber. This is for steel. What am I importing right now? I am importing a lot of steel. So let's deal with the steel situation first. We'll establish the CSN. Yeah, so Romania is dead. I'm surprised Greece is actually holding out for as long as they actually are. I thought they would have died a little bit sooner. And, you know, these guys, they should be able to push into India a lot easier than they actually are. They're just like... Are you going to there, or are you abandoning it? No, they're reinforcing India. Hopefully this doesn't mean they're going to get caught off guard at some point. I mean, the American Union State looks like they should hopefully win the war. I mean, they are the people that we are supporting. Air Citizen War plus 100. So that should hopefully... I mean, the Entente is backing the United States, which kind of sucks. I mean, either way, it should be kind of fine. The Entente hasn't got involved in the American Civil War whatsoever. Like, they have not annexed Alaska, nor have they annexed New England. So nothing too crazy is actually going to be happening there. We got a research bonus. What do we want? It's 1939. Getting 1941 tax early might be nice. What do we need? We don't have enough military power for that quite yet. We probably still motorize divisions at some point. Those are generally pretty helpful. Yeah, Australia has gone syndicalist. We'll see if that lasts. I mean, normally, whenever Alaska has their syndicalist revolution, the army takes control of the country afterwards. They'll probably just rejoin the Entente afterwards. So, we'll see kind of what is going to happen there. Underground Romania is definitely going to lose. I'm thinking this Kingdom of Spain is probably going to win, which kind of sucks. They'll probably join in with the Reichspakt. Not that we're going to be going to war with the Reichspakt or anything like that anytime soon, I would imagine. Are you at war with them still? No, okay, you're just basically out of the war entirely. That is fine. Mexico is still at war with Central America, because you are, yeah, the radical socialists against the national populist. So if you're not going to declare war on us quite yet, then I don't feel It says volunteers. You're not guaranteeing anybody gets independence, though, are you? No. So, if you're not going to attack us, then I don't want to deal with Argentina first. Independence is guaranteed by me, but if I wanted to comment on me, 185 days. Uruguay is, some would say, pretty weak. They have 3 divisions. The Popular Front would be like a nicer target for us, 145 days. And they're also, you know, our ideological enemies, so it makes sense that we would want to try to push into them. So we're going to deploy all of blue up to the north now, so apparently we don't need to actually worry about Argentina. We can always worry about them later, after World War II and stuff, after we start militarizing the hell out of our country. Then we can always turn our focus onto dealing with them. Abyssinia is clearly more wars. We're still unlimited. I don't think we need to go to extensive right now. We still have over 1 million manpower free. Attrition, entrenchment, division, defense. Not bad. A 10%, just a plus 10% attack. I mean, attrition is always nice to deal with. But also just 10% attack. I mean, 10% defense is also useful. Or you know what, less supply consumption probably will actually help us more so. Because they're getting less attrition because they're using less supplies. I don't know if that's sound reasoning or not, but that's the reasoning I'm going to be going with here. We'll draw up our offensive line here. We don't have a CB against Argentina. I don't know if we even actually get one. Okay, we get some events way down in our focus tree. Like once we do all of this. Or, you know, like these trees here. So I'm going to justify our war goal. We don't have enough political power. But, you know, once we get our political power, I'll definitely try to justify a war goal. Deal with the Athenian Popular Confederation. Ecuador has 3 divisions, so I'm not too worried about what they're going to be doing. Of course, we're going to be fighting basically in the rainforest, which is not a fun place to be at war. But what can you do? Yeah, so you're actually moving into its territory. Dominion of India is basically going to crush the commune here into a little pulp. Indochina still dealing with you. I have no idea actually who's going to win the Ottoman Empire War. Like, it looks like the Ottomans should win against Iran, but it looks like they might lose against the Egyptians, so a bit hard to say. Got some more infantry ready to go. We're missing 5,000 rifles. We'll be ready in like only 74 days, so it's not too bad. And actually, if it's only going to take 74 days, I'm actually going to like double infantry production here for right now. New Zealand has declared their independence from Australia. We'll see what they do. Yes, keep on deploying. Or no, are you my other Marine? No, you're not my other Marine. Okay, so the CSN, as we attempt to build our very own steel mill from the ground up, we start by gathering large quantities of capital necessary to fund such an endeavor. So we'll ask the Canadians. I mean, we are in their faction, so I'm hoping they'll say yes. Do we actually make oil in our country? No, we do not. So I think getting an oil well would definitely be useful. He's deploying these guys over here. Again, you're my friends. I can't ask you to join the Entente. The Canadians have refused. I guess we'll ask the Germans. Somebody's got to say yes, right? Okay, now Australia's declared war on New Zealand. Will you join the Entente? Perhaps? Okay, apparently nobody wants to help us out. Germany and the Entente both hate me. Like, Canada, I'm in your alliance. I understand that I'm not sending troops to help your wars right now, but that's still not a reason for you to say no. So where do we want to put it? 20 steel. Or 12 steel with a lot of bonuses towards naval production, which I don't really care about too much. 12 steel with infantry and total artillery going down. Or 2 building slots. I think just 12 and then the infantry equipment being cheaper. I think that's probably our best bet. Russia's declared war on Turkestan. Don't care. Resource gain efficiency plus 3% or 1 civilian factory for free. Well, 3% I don't think it's really going to help us out here too much. We can actually import slightly less from the United States. yen. I don't think 3% is really going to help us out. So let's get one free civilian factory just kind of off the map somewhere. Basically, it's saying it's one civilian factory that the game can't take away from us. Stability's still bad. New Zealand's joining on top, which means that everybody's going to be at war with Australia. Not really what I was wanting. Also, because I didn't want the AI to... Like, the Entente right now is distracted on so many fronts that I'm not too sure how World War II is actually going to play out. I'll join the war. I don't think there's a reason... We're already at war. It's not a reason to not join. And I'm assuming you're not going to join in with the Internationale. But I think actually they can. I think they go Syndicalist or Totalist and go down here. I guess it's all the way at the bottom. The AI generally doesn't seem to rush focuses that'll actually help them out. Oh no, this is why we're trying to liberate them from Argentina. So we actually will go to war with Argentina at some point. Just not now, because apparently somebody wants us to help liberate them. And that's okay, we'll do it in the future. And by that I mean we'll basically annex their entire country. And hopefully that'll be good enough for them. So you have a decent amount of troops right on this border. The only way you can get in through, though, is just go through the rivers of the Amazon, which I don't think you'll be able to do very, very well. Colombia and Venezuela, I don't think they can ever join our faction, so we don't have to worry about that. And also, I don't think Brazil has its own faction, unfortunately, that it would be able to call upon. So Russia's market liberal. They could join the Entente at some point. I mean, we'll have to see. Use our bonus to get some 1941 industry, because again, I would like to produce weapons and infantry on a large scales. Keep on... Okay, we probably don't need 5 tanks. That's probably a bit much. Don't need armor divisions. We have our heavy tanks. I think those are probably just going to be better for us. Train up like 2 more cavalry divisions. And that should be good. Again, we have 14 and 24 divisions. So we probably actually do outnumber you. Especially if you start putting all your troops into... rushing down here. But I probably should put like 2 divisions into another army just so I can be on the defensive. Who's a really high defense general? It's basically on a fallback line like that. And that should more or less cut them off, I would imagine. So I'll put you into red. Go way up to the north. Hold those 2 provinces. So the Ardenian army can push their way through here, but that shouldn't... I mean, we should be able to push our way through Bolivia, push our way to Lima, and get them to capitulate, getting us a lot of strength in the meantime. These Marines aren't really going to do anything, but that's fine. And also, just making our border with Argentina and Chile much larger, so the AI... so that Argentina needs to defend a lot more when the time comes. I would prefer not to get the rest of the Entente involved in this war. I really don't think it's necessary. Because it's just going to make them do some dumb stuff. So the Kingdom of Ukraine is going to run the Kingdom of Ukraine. So Khrushchev is not having his country taken away from him. He decided to declare his independence war, and now he's probably just going to get killed by the entirety of the Reichspakt. So good work there. I mean, assuming... I'm pretty sure Ukraine will call in their allies. I'd be surprised if they didn't. Okay, we got an extra research slot. So let's go for... It's 1939. Land auctions would be nice, but of course we don't have those exactly quite yet. The Navy stuff, I don't think we need to worry about. Normally, I feel like the Navy is more of an international problem than the Entente or Reichspakt, because they're generally just bigger. I mean, you have to deal with the British Navy at some point, but that usually resolves itself eventually. And also, I don't want to be in a situation... I mean, I'm Brazil. I'm not going to be the one to defeat the British Navy. That's all I got to say about that. Upgrade our bombers. Fantastic. So it's going to take a while for us to actually produce the rest of our weapons and also produce enough to upgrade all of our troops, but it'll be resolved soon enough. I don't want to start research on a nuke. I don't think it's necessary, so let's get an encryption with our bonus here. When is my CB done? My Casus Belli is ready. I didn't even start just fighting the war. I'm an idiot. This whole time I was not actually just fighting the war. Because I didn't have enough political power. Yes. When will you actually be ready then? You'll be ready in November of this year. That's entirely my fault, I will admit. That I should have done that a little bit better. And what I was doing was dumb. And I understand probably somebody in the comments was like, hey, you didn't actually start justifying the war. And yeah, I don't really have anything to say in my defense. Remove extreme decentralization. What is that? What does the extreme decentralization do? Stability minus 20%. Oh, that'd be lovely to get rid of. Thank you very much. Let's have some sort of stable government in power right now. And you have about 13 to 28 divisions. So it's either they have more troops than us or they have less. You're 1942. You're a little bit ahead of time from where we want to be. So let's go industry. You have already used my bonus here. Heavy tanks not available until 1941. Support companies then. Let's get some signal companies. Start adding those guys into our army afterwards. You know what? You might as well just like frontline here. Why be all the way back here? You might as well just defend there instead of letting them, you know, take some territory from us. Maybe it'll be a better defendable position. I'm not too sure. I mean, I can always build like some forts into that area, and that'll definitely make it defensible. Some more factories on our coast by our capital. The Entente still has not defeated the Commune, even though I feel like they should be pretty close. They are at 35%. Guessing just got to take over their capital. I mean, again, you have so many men around this capital. Why can't you just take it? I do not understand. Japan's getting quite strong. They're adding some more guys to their sphere. Not that I don't know if we have to worry about Japan. Actually, no, the Dutch don't own Indonesia anymore, so we definitely don't have to worry about Japan, I'm pretty sure. This is excellent. We have a theorist, Air Force, rather just have some, no, you're a light tank manufacturer. That's not what I want at all. Okay, let's upgrade our fighters then. Okay, so you capitulated. Now you should capitulate very soon. I feel like you've lost, you know, about 600,000 men for this war. Not a great look, I would say. Japan's taking the Philippines. Lithuania's been annexed. So, I mean, we're pretty close to World War II. By that, I mean, France has already just find their war goal against them. So, we'll see how that goes. Khrushchev failed miserably. Oh, and we actually did it? I'm amazed. I thought, I don't know how much it's going to cost for me to annex all this land for you guys. 306, Burma. And we got to keep on passing till we get 306 points. Give that all to India. There we go. So Dominion India is now quite strong. I'm glad they actually managed to win one of their wars. Of course, they still have to deal with the Australian issue, and I don't know how they're going to do that. I mean, I always could get them to come down here and help me out in the future. Like, I guess I could declare the war, and then that would allow the Entente to send troops down here, but I don't know if that's really going to make a difference. I mean, the AI still feels pretty confident with this battle plan right now. They do have mountaineering troops in the forest. I mean, so do I, so who am I to judge? But I don't really know what their troops they have. I did get the yeah, I do have decryption level 1. I could build like a radar station, but I don't really think that's required at the moment. 40,000 against 2. I'm guessing you've just New Zealand 40,000. Yeah, no, I have no idea how the AI. If Australia takes over New Zealand, does that just have a white peace event? It might, but there's also a chance that it does not. Let's get the improved artillery. Canada is not planning on invading the United Kingdom quite yet. We'll see when they get a war with Germany. They might. But I feel like this is going to be a campaign that either Germany is going to lose terribly because the International have Switzerland, or the French are going to steamroll them. But I think Germany is going to do very, very well, just because look how big their faction is. Like, this is a massive, massive faction. Sweden and Finland will destroy Norway. Germany and everybody else here will defeat the commune. And Austria is probably going to back the Germans afterwards. But I think this is going to be a good time to end this episode. So thank you for watching. My name is Ansem. If you've enjoyed, burn a thumbs up. If you not enjoyed, you can always thumb down. Or subscribe, and goodbye.